The bombshell announcement, what Nissan just did. Nissan has officially rocked the US auto market with a move that nobody saw coming: massive, across-the-board discounts on some of their most popular models. In an era where car prices have skyrocketed due to inflation, supply chain shortages, and high interest rates, Nissan's announcement feels like a lightning bolt cutting through storm clouds. Customers who have been holding off on buying new vehicles because of record-high sticker prices may finally get the break they've been waiting for. Reports suggest that Nissan is rolling out thousands of dollars in savings per vehicle, slashing MSRPs on everything from their compact sedans like the Sentra and Altima to their best-selling SUVs such as the Rogue and Pathfinder. Even select trucks are rumored to be part of this discount wave. This isn't a limited-time clearance event or a regional incentive. This is a nationwide strategy aimed directly at shaking up the industry and regaining lost ground. By dropping prices so aggressively, Nissan isn't just targeting budget-conscious buyers, they're also sending a clear warning shot to competitors like Toyota, Honda, Ford, and GM. The rules of the game have changed, and Nissan intends to lead the charge. For car shoppers, this bombshell could mean the difference between postponing a purchase and finally driving home in a brand new car. It's bold, it's risky, and it could reshape the auto industry in ways we haven't seen in years. Unprecedented discounts, how much prices are dropping. And here's where things get even more jaw-dropping: the actual size of these discounts. Nissan isn't just trimming a few $100s off to make headlines, they're cutting thousands. On some models, buyers could be looking at savings of $3,000 to $6,000 below the manufacturer's suggested retail price, a figure that hasn't been seen in the US car market for years. For example, reports indicate the Nissan Altima, a staple in the mid-size sedan segment, is now being offered with discounts so steep that it undercuts rival models from Toyota and Honda by a wide margin. The Rogue, Nissan's most popular SUV, is also part of the markdown wave, with deals that could push it into a price bracket more competitive with used vehicles than brand new ones. Even the Pathfinder, a family-friendly SUV that typically carries a higher price tag, is seeing significant cuts that could sway families who were previously leaning toward bigger names like the Toyota Highlander or Honda Pilot. But Nissan's not stopping there. Dealers across the country are reportedly stacking extra dealership incentives, 0% financing, and cashback offers on top of these factory discounts, creating one of the most aggressive sales pushes the industry has seen in recent memory. For buyers, this means not only a lower upfront price but also potentially lower monthly payments, something that's become a major concern as interest rates have soared. To put it simply, Nissan is making brand new cars suddenly more affordable than some 2- or 3-year-old used models, and that's a game changer. Why Nissan is slashing prices now? So the big question is, why now? Why would Nissan take such a bold, risky step when most automakers are still clinging to high prices? The answer lies in a mix of timing, strategy, and market pressure. Over the past 2 years, the auto industry has been riding a wave of inflated prices caused by global supply chain shortages, limited inventories, and surging demand. But things have changed. Dealer lots are finally filling up again, interest rates remain painfully high, and buyers are walking away instead of signing deals. In fact, many analysts say US car sales have begun to cool off because everyday Americans simply can't afford the inflated prices anymore. Nissan recognized this reality sooner than most competitors and decided to act fast. Another factor is Nissan's own position in the market. While brands like Toyota and Honda have seen steady demand, Nissan has struggled with slipping sales numbers in recent years, and this discount strategy could be their chance to win back market share in a big way. By aggressively lowering prices, Nissan is betting that cost-conscious buyers who are tired of overpriced vehicles will turn to them instead of waiting or shopping elsewhere. And let's not forget the psychological effect. When one automaker takes the first step and openly slashes prices, it pressures the rest of the industry to respond or risk losing customers. In short, Nissan's move isn't just about selling more cars this month, it's about resetting consumer expectations and positioning themselves as the brand that finally broke the cycle of sky-high car prices. They're not just selling cars, they're selling relief to a market that desperately needs it. The ripple effect, competitors forced to respond. When one domino falls, the rest are bound to follow, and Nissan's aggressive discounts are already sending shockwaves across the auto industry. Competitors like Toyota, Honda, Ford, GM, and even Hyundai and Kia are now in a tough position. For years, these automakers have relied on strong demand and tight inventories to justify keeping prices high. But Nissan's bold move changes everything. If buyers can suddenly pick up a brand new Nissan Rogue or Altima for thousands less than a Toyota RAV4 or Honda Accord, why would they pay more? This shift is forcing rival brands to make a critical decision: either hold firm on pricing and risk losing customers, or jump into the discount battle to stay competitive. Dealers are already feeling the heat. Salespeople report customers walking onto lots asking why Nissan vehicles are priced so much lower, and this puts immense pressure on other brands to start matching or beating those deals. Ford, for example, has been struggling to sell some of its higher-priced SUVs and EVs, and Nissan's move could intensify that problem. GM, still dealing with production challenges, may be forced to offer bigger rebates just to keep sales moving. Even Toyota and Honda, known for their strong resale value and loyal customer bases, can't completely ignore the market shift if buyers begin flocking to Nissan in large numbers. This ripple effect extends beyond automakers; it affects the used car market too. If new cars suddenly become cheaper, demand for used vehicles could drop, pushing their prices lower after years of being inflated. That's good news for buyers, but troubling for dealerships. Impact on dealerships and car buyers across the US. For dealerships, Nissan's bombshell announcement is both a blessing and a challenge. On one hand, lower prices mean increased foot traffic. Showrooms that were quiet just weeks ago are suddenly buzzing with buyers eager to take advantage of these unprecedented discounts. Dealers are finally moving inventory that's been sitting on lots for months, freeing up space and improving cash flow. But on the flip side, the profit margins on each vehicle are now much slimmer, and that could put financial strain on smaller dealerships that rely on high markups to stay afloat. In the short term, volume sales may make up the difference, but if competitors are forced into a price war, dealerships across the industry could face thinner profits for the foreseeable future. For car buyers, however, this is nothing short of a game-changing opportunity. After years of being priced out of the new car market, everyday Americans now have a real shot at driving home a brand new vehicle without breaking the bank. The savings don't just stop at the sticker price either. Lower upfront costs combined with promotional financing, rebates, and cashback deals mean buyers could save thousands over the life of their loan. Families who were considering settling for an older used vehicle may now find that a brand new Nissan is within reach, complete with the latest safety features, warranties, and fuel efficiency benefits. The broader impact is psychological too. Consumers have been conditioned over the past few years to accept skyrocketing car prices as the new normal. Nissan's move challenges that belief, proving that manufacturers can lower prices if they choose to, and buyers are now demanding it. This shift in consumer mindset could forever alter the way Americans approach car shopping, pushing the industry toward more competitive pricing and better deals for customers nationwide. The hidden strategy, what Nissan stands to gain, or lose, behind every bold move in the auto industry. There's always a bigger game plan, and Nissan's sudden decision to slash prices is no exception. On the surface, it looks like a straightforward effort to boost sales and clear inventory, but the reality runs much deeper. Nissan is playing a long-term strategy that could either catapult them back into industry dominance or put them at serious financial risk. First, the potential gains. By making their cars more affordable than many competitors, Nissan has positioned itself as the value leader in the US market. This strategy could help them win back customers who may have drifted to Toyota or Honda in recent years, as well as attract first-time buyers who just want the best deal possible. In addition, moving more vehicles quickly helps Nissan strengthen its dealer network, improve brand visibility, and ramp up production efficiency, factors that could give them an edge in the long term. If the gamble pays off, Nissan could rebuild its market share, boost loyalty, and even reset consumer expectations around what a new car should cost. But the risks are just as big. Offering massive discounts can eat away at profits, especially if the increased volume of sales doesn't fully compensate for thinner margins. There's also the danger of brand perception. While being seen as the affordable option can win customers in the short term, it may hurt Nissan's ability to compete in premium segments down the road. Some analysts even warn that aggressive price cutting could trigger a race to the bottom, forcing Nissan into a cycle of discounts that's difficult to escape. In essence, Nissan has put itself on the line. They're betting that shaking up the industry now will pay off in the future, but if sales don't surge the way they hope, the financial hit could be severe. It's a classic high-risk, high-reward play, one that will test not only Nissan's resilience but also the entire industry's willingness to adapt. So, there you have it, Nissan's shocking decision to slash prices has officially sent shockwaves through the US auto industry. From unprecedented discounts that are saving buyers thousands, to the ripple effect forcing competitors to rethink their own strategies, this is more than just a sales push, it's a potential turning point for the entire market. Whether this bold gamble cements Nissan as a customer-first leader or sparks a brutal price war across all major brands, one thing is clear, car buying in America may never be the same again. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, now might be the moment you've been waiting for. But the big question is, will other automakers fight back, or will Nissan stand alone in rewriting the rules of the game? What do you think? Are we about to see an all-out price war in the auto industry, or is this just a short-term stunt? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next big update shaking the car world. Until next time, drive safe and stay informed.